We did a tour GWAR in 2022. That was like our first like really big support tour. If you are going to spend your money on a party getting gig, where you're going to get that is it is going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be fucking nonsense. We wrote a song about that. So we have a song called "Soft Like Gelatin's Body." It comes from that gig.
Welcome to another installment of In the Chair. This is Cupchairs forum for getting to know artists from all over the world. In this episode, we're diving into the chaotic world of Party Cannon, a brutal death metal group from Scotland. And on the one hand, they're brutal death metal, but their vibe is known as Party Slam, which comes across a lot more fun than death and brutality. So I'm looking forward to diving into the mix of the vibe here. We'll get to the bottom of that. Today, we're joined by Party Cannon's bassist, Chris. So, Chris, welcome to In the Chair. Glad to have you here.
Good to have me on, man. Looking forward to talking to you. Hopefully, get some nonsense out of me.
The first thing I kind of want to talk about is the band. So the music is intense and it's heavy, but when I watch the videos of the band, it's not as messy as GWAR, but there is a performance aspect to it. Can you talk about what brought this about, the music and the performance, and roll it all together?
Funny you mentioned GWAR, though. I can send you a good video of me being murdered by GWAR. Because we did a tour GWAR in 2022. That was like our first like really big support tour. It was us around the UK. We did like Bloodslug and stuff. But yeah, I don't know, like when I first got into metal, I liked like bands like Iron Maiden and like Alice Cooper and stuff, but I had like a kind of performance aspect to it. I also love GWAR as well. So I remember when I saw GWAR for the first time with Dave Brocky like years and years ago in Glasgow, when I left, and it was like literally like an inch thick pool of blood on the ground. But always loved like B movies, Flower, stuff like that, and just kind of fun vibes. So much I love death metal, I love like brutal stuff and kind of just general how serious it is. I don't know, that whole aspect is like, while I enjoy as a viewer and enjoy that, it's not really like me as a person. It wouldn't feel like genuine when I did that. And when you go around like grindcore gigs and stuff like in Europe, like go grind things like that, it's usually more like a party vibe. So when you get to like the more kind of punk side of it and stuff, like the more kind of grind aspect, people there like the party, like serious music, like like old power violence bands like Spaz and After Gentlemen and stuff like that. There's like serious music there. I don't know. It's like fun, like I like banners stuff on stage. I can't really take that and combine it with brutal death metal. So it's a bit more like bring on like a fun side of it. So when you go to a gig, it's like still serious aspect of music, there's like proper songs and proper riffs and things like that. But it kind of just tickles a fun part of your brain, but it just makes you create like dumb shit, like breakdowns and slam riffs and stuff. Yeah, so I've always like combined with like both parts of like the spectrum, really.
What it reminded me of, not in the sound at all, but there was a band from Long Island, New York, that was not even big. They were kind of popular in the 90s, called Scatterbrain.
Oh, really?
Scatterbrain, they were more, metal funk, but absolutely ridiculous, lyrics and albums, and they dressed, like idiots, but the music was very tight and, good musicianship, really some compelling music. And yeah, I just hadn't seen with so much harder music, everything is black and the fonts are mean and usually the people are extremely nice, but the vibe is just so dark and angry. I couldn't help but notice one of your songs, Lane Staley, went down the slip and slide. The album Volumes of Vomit and Bong Hit Hospitalization. Like I just think it's a really fresh twist on a genre that plenty of people already love, but it sets you apart.
Yeah, I think it's the kind of thing people think they want and they don't really realize it. Anytime you hear a breakdown and everything like that, it definitely hits that reptilian part of your brain that just craves nonsense, and I think we're just gonna power out of that part.
Yeah, I'd like to ask artists. I think I'm in Austin, Texas, and there's, a bunch of venues here. and every single night you have a ton of local bands and you have tons of touring shows. And so I asked people, what is it about your music that would make me go to your show instead of everything else? And I think you all just perform the answer to that. It's like you've never seen anything like party.
That's a good question. I think that's a very good question. Why would you choose a party kind of show over anything else? I mean, for sure, there's better things to be spending your money on. But I think if you are going to spend your money on a party kind of gig, what you're going to get that is it is going to be fun. It's going to be interactive. It's going to be fucking nonsense. You are going to come out a dumber person than you are when you went in, which is I say dumber you are and a half you are. Right? So yeah, it's definitely more of a spectacle. It's more of an event than just a brutal death metal gig, I'd say. So yeah, that might sway some people. If you want to watch GWAR on a budget, that's your choice there.
No, I love gonna come out a dumber person than you went in. Uh, I do you so I like the vibe of the band. Do you get into lineups and have other bands, look at you like what the fuck are you doing? Or
Oh yeah, definitely. Like no one's ever actually given a shit, but like I know for a fact, like we played Bigger Death Fest in 2017 in California, and all the bands on our lineup were like Dying Fetus and Origin and things like that. And I remember watching Dying Fetus play, and there's like an inflatable dolphin like flying up onto stage and stuff, and all our beach balls are still on stage and things like. I'm sure Dying Fetus don't want that on their stage right now. And Damnation Festival in the UK. I don't know if you're aware of it. It's like a really big like, indoor metal festival in the UK. It caters to, like loads of different type of bands. So there's like a black metal stage, like a death metal stage, and things like that. So we were I think we were like the second band on the day. We played one of the bigger stages there, and we released two gigantic inflatable dolphins in the crowd. And at the end of the night, there's some black metal bands playing upstairs, and the dolphins that made them their way from our stage up the stairs to their stage. And I'm sure they were not happy with that.
uh-huh. That's great. That's great. I was in a band for a while that was a kind of a 70s glam, kind of Bowie meets Queen.
Okay.
And we had, lasers and lights, and our singer had a feather boa, and we had glitter. And usually at the end of our show, the stage was just covered in glitter and feathers, and the bands after us be like, what the hell happened up here?
So we played together in London a couple of years ago, and we turned up with like 100 confetti cannons because it was like an anniversary gig. And the first thing the venue said was, no confetti tonight. Like, oh shit. But there's a bit in our act where we had our original guitarist come up, and we had him like disemboweled, and we had obviously fake organs come, but fake organs were filled with confetti. So we're like, right, what we're going to do is when they get pulled out of our guitarist, we'll just leave them on the stage and hope for the best. But the moment they came out, someone in the audience grabbed them and they started swinging around. They just exploded straight away. And I did not anticipate how much confetti would come out this. So the entire venue from one organ was just covered in confetti. It's like, oh, fuck. There goes that rule.
That's amazing. So before we started recording, you mentioned you played in my hometown of Austin.
Yeah.
I'd love for you to retell. I mean, it's not a great story of being sick, but also in the clubs you played here. I mean, I'm familiar with the sizes. They're smaller to mid-level sizes. Did you do that level of performance? When you're playing a club versus festival shows?
Oh yeah, every gig we play, we always bring way too many inflatables. We bring gigantic dolphins, gigantic balls, and stuff like that. Not always confetti, not always organs, but always something. Always something that seems to get confiscated by security. But so we played Austin twice now. Once in 2015 and once in 2023. In 2015, we played Red Eye Fly. We're on tour of Epicardic Acne and Parasitic Ejaculation, and that was a great gig. That venue was so cool, and everyone we met there was like awesome. Weird story from the night was when Parasitic played, your singer took his shirt off, and he's just like 1 million about like he does this every night. But his review came out, and the review described him as having a soft white gelatinous body, So as soon as we got back, we're like, that's hilarious. We wrote a song about that. So we have a song called Soft Like Gelatinous Body that comes from that gig in Austin. Because John, the singer, he drove us around the entire tour and he's like a character. And I kept saying to him, we're going to write a song about you when we get back, like straight away. And then that kind of came out. So that's one from Austin. Second time we played Austin was Come and Take It. That was on our anniversary tour, actually, where we did all the gimmicks and stage stuff. For the Party After, which is probably our most popular album covers. Yeah, I can't have coming out. So we had a bunch of stuff going on there. That is the only time I've been too ill to play a gig. Like, far too sick. Like not sick in the good sense, sick in the fucking dying sense. I don't know what happened. I really don't have, but I just turn up. This is going to be like, oh, time to load in. Just vomit everywhere, like unbelievable amounts. Like, oh my god, what is happening? And they threw up like 8 times, like rapid succession. I was like all over shoes, like unconscious on the couch, like pure white and things. I was like, okay, it's not good. And I like dragged myself like to the fucking bathroom and things. Like I was like unconscious in the cubicle and stuff. And it came time to play. I was like, right, I'm just gonna drag myself on stage and hope for the best. I'll get like a fucking waist can or something like that. Put it aside the stage. I got on stage, put a bass on. My guitarist appeared and he's like, he put his hand on my shoulder. He's like, you need to go to bed. You need to go upstairs and lie down. You are paper white right now, like unbelievably sick. So there's like a balcony area. I went up there and like slept like under a pool table or something like that because like the lights were like killing my eyes. I could just hear my band playing. And I'm just unconscious in this place. It was fucking terrible. Gig was good though. Well, a lot of people turned up. So cool venue as well.
Were you in better shape by the next show?
Yeah, next day absolutely fine. It was just I don't know what it was like 24-hour like wipeout.
Oh.
Not even 24-hour, like 6-hour wipeout. It was insane. Like I have no idea what happened. Just like that. Unwell. I've been playing gigs for like nearly 20 years, and that's the only thing that's down to. Usually, I've just played for anything. Like there's been gigs I played even not that long ago where I've been so unwell, like my voice is gone, like completely gone, like sweating fever and stuff like that. Still just played a gig, just sweat out, hope for the best. You know, when you're so ill, you're covered in muscle soreness and stuff like that. Still played, but this is the only time.
Wow.
I could make it. Austin just did that to me, man. I don't know what you guys do in Austin. It's there or something, man.
No, I kind of want to know what restaurant you hit before that so that I can avoid it. But I love tour stories. I mean, sometimes they're bad and sometimes they're good. But that night, did someone else sub in on bass? Did one of the guitarists grab bass, or they just did the show without bass?
Oh, it's just did it without me. Just trying to say, bass players least supporting member of the band because they sounded fucking great. I was like, oh wow, we can actually play these songs.
Well, I love. I mean, as a drummer, drummers get a lot of shit, but the knock on bassist is you can never hear the bassist or notice the bassist unless they mess up, and then it's the most obvious thing.
For me, is a lot of time.
Yeah, no, you have to be a good bassist, or else everyone will know. Well, cool. Man, that's crazy. So you guys have just toured. It sounds like constantly for, more than 10 years.
Pretty much, man. I'm always of the opinion that the bubble will burst at any time. So just take as many gigs as I can and just gotta keep fucking doing it. So we didn't really, for first like maybe 10 years or something like that, we didn't really do proper like album tour cycle and things like that. We just released stuff and kept playing gigs and just kind of kept trying to build steam that way. It's when COVID hit and we had to work on our second album. We started like properly working on like booking agent, like a manager and stuff like that. Probably like cycling things in and doing actual tours to support things rather than just, oh, here's an album and here's like 10 gigs and don't release anything for 7 years. We'll play like 100 gigs between then and stuff like that, or just tour there and there for no reason. We're kind of like actively like shading things in, going to record stuff now and trying to work that out. Done a lot of gigs in the past 10 or so years. Like we've been America, Asia, all over Europe, there in the UK. We did Mexico as well. Like, yeah, all over the place, man. All over the place.
Wow. That's really impressive. With I guess what I'm kind of wondering is, album shows, that the pattern that you just described, do you do you also pay attention to like social media and getting on Spotify playlists and that sort of thing also, or do you primarily let it organically happen? I mean, I know your social media is active, but is that something that you concentrate on, or is it just sort of a side thing that happens?
So it used to just be like a side thing that happened. I didn't really take it like seriously for the longest time. But when it came to again, when we started getting like bigger offers and things like that, and I started seeing the band grow, and I started like noticing Spotify plays come up, like, all right, maybe this actually is important. So the past couple of years, I've really focused in on like it's me that's like running on social things. So I really focused in on like trying to make like content that will actually reach people and grow the band. And I think it's worked, to be honest. Like the more dumb shit I've posted on Instagram, the more plays we've got and the bigger tours and bigger turnouts we seem to be getting. There definitely seems to be, I don't know if it's coincidental, but there's definitely a correlation between dumb shit I posted on Instagram and gigs selling out. So
Uh,
I think that's important. Like you can't like assume it. Obviously, it's only one piece of like the whole band puzzle, but especially in this day and age, you need to be everywhere all the time. And there's like, essentially, I don't know, like home recording. There's like teenagers that can like just record like slam demos in their room that sound good, that get loads of traction. But there's hundreds of bands coming out all the time, so you kind of just need to be at the forefront constantly. Always have something that's coming out. Always have something people can share and things like that. Or else they just also learn bands. So just need to keep going, keep doing it. That's why you keep playing gigs as well. If you're always playing live, you're always posting stuff, you're always like active. People remember your band, or people discover your band as well. There's always like especially recently, there's more and more people getting into death metal specifically, especially in Scotland. This death metal scene here has like exploded in the past like, year or so. So gotta keep going. Always new fans, always new people to reach, and you need to keep going.
yeah. I'm glad you said dumb shit on your socials because when I first started looking, I think your Instagram was the first thing I saw,
Yes.
and I thought, oh, let me. What do most bands put on their Instagram? Live shows or an announcement of a single that has the song playing nicely. And your Instagram is ridiculous. I'm like, what is all this shit? Memes and just silly jokes and stuff. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's different. It's so different.
Tied into the band though, because I've seen a lot of bands go down the whole meme rabbit hole where you just post irrelevant shit. But everything we do is like related to the band. If you scroll through everything as well, it's full of live things as well. And yeah, so hopefully, people are following and be like, okay, there is a band here. It's not just a dumb meme page. But yeah, it's what we have to do.
No, I guess like the live show, it's the balance of incredible music that's executed very professionally with complete insanity. Yeah, I think that's to me that's the theme of the band that I've gotten. Uh, I want to hit on some things of yours that are coming up. You mentioned before we hit record here that you have a festival run coming up, and you're going to be playing Wacken, which is
Yeah,
is
yeah.
huge. Like you've got to be incredibly excited about that.
Uh, yeah, it's fully unbelievable playing back at open air. It's like you don't really get bigger now. We're on one of the smaller stages, obviously, but still, it's still Wacken. There's still when here's money to play Wacken open air. You shit little pro depot band from the Farman. Let's go to Wacken. Like if you told me that when I was like 14, I would not expect that. I would expect to be playing songs of fucking 6 Stone 3 something fucking back in then. That's fucking nuts. I remember years ago when I was like a teenager, before playing in bands stuff, I went to this like art house cinema in Edinburgh to watch a documentary called The Headbanger's Journey, which was hosted by this guy called Sam Dunn, I think. I don't know if you've seen the film, but that was all kind of like sitting around back and ever since then, like, fuck, I'd love to just go there. Not even like play where we just go there. So I actually get to fucking play there with like Guns N' Roses and the King Diamond and things like that. It's fucking nonsense. That is like, maybe it's evidence that all my dumb shit on Instagram is working. Maybe it's pure luck, who knows, but fucking getting to play back and open there.
No, that's a festival that I mean, even if you're playing the smallest stage at noon, it doesn't matter. I mean, your name will be on the flyer. Uh, you'll have the passes around your wrist.
It's nice. But yeah, whole festival run this year is madness. I think we're playing like 13 big European festivals. It's Extreme, Partisan, Resurrection Fest in Spain, Helsinki Metal Fest, um, Rockstadt Extreme Fest in Transylvania. That would be a good one. That's pretty fucking mad one because apparently Dracula's castle is like 20 minutes away from the festival site. So that's a new one. I think Obscene Extreme is going to be a really good one in Czech Republic. I don't even see videos from that festival, but that's designed for party can. Going to Obscene Extreme as a teenager is what made me want to start like party can because that festival is just pure unbridled insanity. It's just crusties everywhere, inflatables, nonsense dances. There's just like no rules at a festival. There's more crowd members on stage than there's bands. So I think that's going to be that's going to be the ultimate party can experience.
No, it sounds like you're the perfect band for it. That's great. And is the festival run part of you're going to be going on tour with Necrogoblicon?
So that's a separate one. That's the UK run. That was announced yesterday, right before we recorded this podcast. That's probably going to be one of the biggest runs we've ever done in our life. It's not just UK. Necrogoblicon, Allegiant, Party and Vanguard Grief Ritual, who were friends with in the UK. And that's going to be fucking nuts. So as soon as we got festival season, I think it'll last. Festivals in the Netherlands will play GWAR in the Netherlands Slam Fest on August 31st, so we get back. Then on the 17th of September, we head on like a 20-day tour, Necrogoblicon. And that's like the perfect mix because Necrogoblicon, that's like a nonsense band. And then there's us, also fucking ultra nonsense band, but we'll play pretty serious music. And you have a goblin, we have a skeleton guy that comes on stage, so that's gonna be good. That's like an insanely big tour though. Like they're playing like 1,300 cap venues, things like that. I think the smallest venue is like 400, 500. And usually when our last headline tour there, we were just doing like 350 cap venues, which is really big for us. Can't complain about that, but it jumped from 350 to 1,300. That's a different level for like a brutal death metal band as well. So that's gonna be a really good one. I'm really excited about it.
That's congratulations. That's huge. I mean,
hopefully it goes well. Hopefully Necrogoblicon don't think we're going to fucking dickheads out like get this band off. Too many inflatables, like the fucking dolphins keep ending up on stage.
No, you just go and you just do your thing. And no, I think you've proven just by the fan base and the reaction, people are gonna dig it. I think it's gonna work out great.
Also, man, the fan base for Party has really changed over the past few years as well. Like for initial like 5, like 10 years, has always been like death metal fans, like for the most part, across the arm, like, oh yeah, I like Party and things, but the amount of like young people who have started coming to our gigs is insane. Like every time we play a gig, there's always someone's like, this is my first ever metal gig. Or first ever gig in general. It's never like well, it's just like, oh, people who've been going to gigs for years and stuff. There's quite a cross section of older generation, like young people who've just gone into music, which is cool. You want young people to discover your bands, but it's just surreal that the core memory of seeing live music for the first time is Party Can. I feel it's like setting the bar pretty low for them. So they're like, oh, there's definitely better bands out here. But that was amazing. It's cool. But hopefully it'll continue. And I think that will help Necrogoblicon as well. I think they have a kind of similar reach as well. It's like, I'm pretty sure they have a pretty wide metal fan base and not just like death metal fans. So should hopefully it'll work out, be good.
That's cool. I mean, the fact that you're going to etch your show into young people's memories. And I think, I mean, that's a hard show. If they go to 10 more shows after that, they're not going to see a band that does it like you. And they'll say, oh, that band's good, but it's not like Party Can.
I think the appeal there as well, like, while we do play like brutal death metal and really extreme like grindcore and stuff like that, while the music's there, the imagery's not like Gorgasm or Discord and stuff like that. It's a bit more like, okay, I'll more likely give his band a chance and discover I like brutal stuff rather than go in deep end and just to like, make some discourage and things. So I think there's a bit of a factor there. Like, less people discover they actually like this kind of music than can go on and pass.
Yeah. We're going to wrap up here pretty soon, but I want to talk about the thing that we may either be spoiling this secret release, or it just happened, depending on when this video drops. But we're gonna say, regardless, whether it's before or after, the band has a new single coming out. What can you tell us about that?
New single on Unique Leader Records called High Tower Behavior is our first single from new vocalist Daryl. He's absolutely crushed it. But what's good with this single is what's going on digital streaming. There's a physical release of it, which is on Mega Drive. I wish I had one of them here to show you right now, but it comes on an actual Mega Drive cartridge case. Whole thing. If you put it in your Mega Drive, if I could play some TV, it's all like pixelated and stuff. It all comes from the Mega Drive instruments and things. But yeah, it's cool. Handheld like feature. Our guy who dresses up like Skull Bailey, he just programmed the whole thing. He just got in touch with me one day, like, "Hey, I've managed this thing where I can put your music onto a Mega Drive cartridge and reprogram the whole thing, and here you go. You can release something on that." And it's cool as fuck. It's like a really cool memento of the band, a really cool specific merch item, like a nice limited edition thing. All handmade. We all like send them ourselves, stuff like that. We spent like fucking hours, I don't know, production line, programming the cartridge, putting the cartridge, fucking putting all there, testing all ourselves, folding all the looks and stuff. Yeah, it's good. It's a cool thing. I like it. I like when bands have little like exclusive trinkets to really kind of make it memorable.
Yeah. Are you going to sell that exclusively at shows, or are you sending that out?
I'll be available exclusively online. I'll be a pre-order, so there's gonna be a limited number made. So by the time this comes out, it might already be on sale, or it might already be sold out, or we might have a surplus of them and be given away. Who knows? Yeah, see how it goes.
They'll either be sold out or there's plenty. No, I'm gonna totally use this like an inside trader on the finance world, and I'm just gonna log on May 1st and buy one.
Yeah, all right.
I don't even care what the song sounds like. That it just sounds so badass.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool for bands. I don't know another death metal band that's released anything on Sega Mega Drive, so we at least have that going for us.
Yeah, no, that's great. Well, hey, thanks for taking this time to visit. This has been an
Right, man.
I can't wait to see what Party Cannon does. I'm gonna look up your set at Wacken Open Air, because everybody's gonna be there with their phones filming it, so it'll.
I hope so, man. I hope so. We're playing pretty late. We're on at like 11 p.m. So as long as I don't clash with Guns N' Roses, it'll be okay.
Well, great. All right. Well, thanks so much for visiting, and best of luck with the upcoming tours.